Hey y'all, safety live.
Hello.
Hey.
Good evening.
Hey. I feel like I'm all in the camera. You just sitting back, chilling.
Because I'm old. Hey, people.
Hey.
Let's see who's checking in.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going
Hello.
on?
Hello.
What's going
Hello.
on?
Hello. Y'all good, everybody? Well, we got 2 people so far. Guess we'll wait.
Come on in the room. Come on. Come on in the room.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How is everybody?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to the peoples. Thank you for signing in, coming in for the podcast tonight. I'm Johnny. That's Jasmine.
Hey, I'm Jasmine, y'all.
I'm the daddy. That's the daughter. In case you had a hard time figuring it out. It's been a long day.
Oh, yes.
You've been on the move today.
Oh, yes. Literally just got off the road. Praise God.
Yeah. All right, so who's here? Welcome to our YouTube viewers. Yes, welcome YouTube viewers, and good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on tonight. We appreciate you being here with us on tonight. How was your Sunday? Hello, hello. Maybe the people is churching or something.
Maybe you're taking a nap, waking up from a nap, Them
Them good old church naps,
Ooh.
Them good old church naps will
Oh,
bless
yes,
you when
they
you have
bless you
good
up.
service and then you eat and go back for the afternoon service. Bruh, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, them Sunday nights be a blessing. Monday should definitely be a part of the weekend.
You can turn your mic up because
It's not. Can you hear yourself in the headphones? Okay.
you can't hear yourself. I can hear myself.
Oh, I can't hear myself. I mean, it's okay.
Because it came loose. That's why. Oh, let's fix it.
Y'all, we still figuring out,
There we go.
Okay, I can hear now. Hey,
you can hear yourself?
I can. I can hear you too. Okay. Wait, can I hear myself? Yeah. No.
Share
I can hear
to
myself
your
like
pages.
talking
Okay,
right
baby.
here. I can't hear myself like
I'm
talking.
gonna play some music. We was listening to this in the car. This is arranged by myself, so Facebook don't be trying to delete our stuff.
We do own the rights.
This is my arrangement, and the artist is Neil Robeson.
Come on.
Let me know if y'all can hear that.
I can hear it. Can y'all hear me? Cause I can't hear.
Hey, Karen Coleman, how you doing? Want y'all check this out. This is Symbols of Joy, Rockford, Illinois. Hey, Shanita Hayes, how you doing?
Hey,
Come on in.
I'm
y'all like
trying
that?
to figure out where the camera. I think this is turn out to be church. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, great.
Yeah, you gotta put some church in it. What's up, Frederick Boyd? We're gonna go.
I know.
All right. So anyway, how was your day? That was enough of that. If y'all want to hear some more, y'all let me know. So we've been hanging out today.
Hanging out.
And hello, Brenda Lester from California. How you doing, madam?
Hey, BJ.
How are you?
BJ.
So welcome to the podcast.
Welcome,
generation
to
generation, my generation, and her generation.
Yes.
And the kids' generation, and whatever.
Everybody's generation.
Everybody's generation.
Hey, can y'all share this to your pages?
Yes, could you please share?
Can you, invite some people?
Tag some people.
Tell them
and
the room.
Go to YouTube and what they call that? Subscribe to the YouTube
like,
channel.
share, and subscribe.
Don't take long. It's painless. Yeah. So let me go and share the page too while I'm asking all the people to share.
Oh yes.
So how was your Sunday, Jasmine? What's going on?
Sunday was good. Long. I'm tired. Praise.
I know,
God.
right?
But you come on. You preached at the original Holy Ark.
Yeah, I've had an outing today. We did 9 o'clock Sunday school. I love Sunday school here. And then we drove to Chicago to help close the pastor anniversary, second pastor anniversary of my pastor.
Yes.
Michael Simmons. Dr. Davis is still there. He's the senior pastor. And Michael Simmons is now the pastor. And we went to preach for that service.
Hey, Jamel. What up, Flanagan?
Jesus being baptized by John. And
yes.
Some new insight that the Lord had given me. It was good. It was amazing. What's up,
hey,
Morris? How you doing? I haven't seen your name before.
Didn't he preach Seneca?
Yeah, it was one of those the times the Lord just really blessed. It was an awesome blessing. So I appreciate that. How was y'all service today? Where y'all go to church at? Type it in. Let us know where you went to church and what was the message today on Sunday. I hope y'all went to church somewhere or you was online at church or something. I hope y'all wasn't heathens today. Doing, skipping church and stuff. Y'all know how we do. We get busy and don't go to church.
You right. But the good thing about it is I can log on my phone and be in my bed. Listen to the come on.
Y'all generation, y'all need some church clothes.
Glory. God is good.
Y'all don't have no church clothes.
God is good.
Shout out to Lady D that's in New Orleans, but still working. She working today.
Thank you,
and we do appreciate her.
Yes.
Getting us signed in. I like this StreamYard stuff. This is cool. Man.
Yeah, it is.
This is like social media and the accesses and platforms and things that they've created are really amazing. Like she is 14 hours away, and here we're at the house, and we're able to tap in.
Man, Seneca, didn't she, baby, sent me all the way? She told that song up.
Brenda Lester is in San Antonio visiting her daughter and Giovanna. Okay, I thought she said granddaughter, but she's in San Antonio. Have fun in San Antonio. My wife and I, we've been thinking about visiting San Antonio.
I haven't seen her.
She has friends in San Antonio. I've never been to San Antonio. I've been to Dallas and Houston, but not San Antonio. So we got to go to San Antonio and check it out.
Bless God.
Yep. So how are things on the parenting front?
Child, listen. Okay. Listen. Oh my Lord. Yo, what up, Dominique?
What's up, bitch? Yeah.
Dominique Marshall. But yes, because she. Yeah, she gave it to us. But okay, anyways. Now, why do I feel like every week is something?
Because with children, every week is something. With kids,
listen.
When you have children and teens, it's going to be something. So,
baby, I'm over it. Okay, anybody want some kids?
Really?
Cause y'all can have them, and they come with food and clothes and whatever y'all need.
No.
I got y'all.
I don't know what be wrong with it. What's up, J. Calhoun? New
Hey,
Zion,
Shanna.
are you in good
I
hands?
miss you
Hey,
too. How you
Shantae,
doing?
have kids?
Man,
What they
Dominique,
say?
that part.
It's fun, they say.
That part. That part.
It is.
That part.
Watching them grow up.
Listen, I would give
Dominique.
it 1 star, okay? At this point.
Watching them grow up, watching them go through
I mean,
changes.
yeah, that's
It's
nice.
wonderful.
That's
It's beautiful.
nice.
Especially when you're a grandparent, you can watch your kids get back what they put out. And
I just don't understand why y'all don't keep the same energy y'all had when we was kids. Like, that makes no sense at all. But for your grandkids, you just bend over backwards. Like, oh, Shanna,
their
right.
grandchildren. That's right.
Mm.
They know, Popo. They know. But they know I'll get down with it too now. They know that. Shanna. Shanna said the lies.
Man, the lies, okay?
That's why I live in sunny California, only visiting hot Texas. Hey, I've been in California plenty, and with y'all, and it was plenty hot. Oh,
yeah, that Texas heat is that ain't no joke, Jesus.
So now just log off,
no.
bro. Talking about because we old and tired, bro. Just log off. Because his daughter giving him the run for the money too. So I don't know what he's talking about. He's gonna be tired in a minute.
If he ain't already, shoot.
Yeah, he's gonna be tired in a minute.
I guess grandkids is a different level relationship. I guess. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anywho,
one day you'll be a grandparent. One day.
Maybe.
Yeah, you'll be. Hopefully not anytime soon.
But I come and get. I rebuke it in the mighty name of Jesus.
Great grandparent.
Nah, ain't nobody got time for that.
I say all the time, this is not the same mom had growing up.
Man.
Being a nanny to my son, they ain't the same person.
Seneca?
No.
Listen,
we're more chill, we're laid back, we're wiser.
Part.
And we know that it don't take all that.
Oh, now y'all know.
Yeah.
But you ain't know that when we was growing
up.
Oh,
we was practicing.
Oh, yeah. Right.
We were practicing.
And so now you just get to get it right with your grandkids. Okay, I get it. Well, listen, y'all, are y'all praying for me? Because I don't think y'all praying for me. I don't really feel y'all prayers. So I'll just go into one thing because both of them, they stretch in my life. Okay, I'm stretched. Feel like to capacity with these children. So last week, I don't know what day it was, but okay. So last week during podcast, we was talking about kids and having privilege and discipline and all those things that they have to balance themselves out, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and so we come to the conclusion and the fact that I'm not the disciplinarian, and I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. And so with that, I have expectations set for my kids. I have those type of things, but I'm more like relaxed and kind of lenient to a fault, really, and it hurts me in the end. So, hey Shay. So one particular day, I don't even know what day was that, Dad.
What day?
Did I call you? Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday. Yes. It was one of them days. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So, hey Maya, what had happened was basically I came home. It's trash on the floor. So did anybody ask you? Okay. There was trash on the floor. You said Friday. It was Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Okay. Thanks. I came home from work, working 8 hours, frustrated, stressed, stretched and stressed at work. Come home, trash is overflowing. I'm walking over trash. I got dinner. Went and picked up dinner to start cooking. Come home, kitchen dirty. So of course I can't start cooking because I gotta clean. Because nobody want to cook in a dirty kitchen, right? So I gotta clean and wash the dishes and all this stuff, and then the living room ain't clean. And I'm just like, what is happening? Like seriously, what's going on right now? Because I can't. So I go in my son's room like, hey, why your chore not done? I don't know. I just didn't do it. Then he go back doing what he doing. Okay, so I go in my daughter's room. Why your children like that? I don't know. So she get up, and starts to her children. So then I'm like, whatever, because they like, Mom, we don't like when you, doing all that yelling and all that other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll try to, bring it down a notch, but I yell because y'all have selective hearing. So the only way y'all listen to me is if I yell. Anybody with me, any parents, that's the only way they listen. If they got selective hearing, I don't understand. So anyways.
So but not to interrupt you, but here's the differences in the generation. In my generation, that would never be said to my parent, or my children would say that to me. We don't like when you yell. Well, then you're going to like waking up in the morning because I'm going to knock you out. Like, that's the differences in the generation. Like, children today have room for expressions, which, I mean, we listened to our children in those days, but there's just certain things you just didn't say back to your parent or say to your parent. Mm-hmm. You mumble under your breath and go around the corner. But in my generation, you didn't, we don't like when you yell. Dad, I don't like when you yell. But you like when I feed you?
Right.
You like when you go in that refrigerator and there's food in there? Yeah, so yeah. We just didn't know. So anyway, go on with your story. I'm just talking.
No, go ahead.
Child, you better bust their head and think about heaven later. I have a soft voice, Mike says, but that move when I get a little louder.
Yeah, they move there. Yes, they do. I'm telling you, that's selective hearing. I don't know.
I'm learning that my silence is more effective than yelling. It hurts them more when you are quiet and they have to guess, yeah, Jay. And we would have never said right. I just didn't do it, and we did not have an option. Right, there was no option. So that's the difference in the generations. That's why this generation is generation, because you didn't grow up with those options.
Definitely not.
You didn't have no options. Not. You go clean your room. It wasn't I'm tired. I'll get it when I get through. I'll get it. No, at the voice of your parent telling you what you're going to do, what the expectation is, you got it done. There wasn't no talk back, wasn't no negotiation, none of that.
You're right.
But this generation now, they want to negotiate, they want to do it when they feel like it, and no. But anyway, continue.
You're right. I definitely agree with you. And so I just went back, to clean. Like, okay, whatever. I was turning my music like I'm just calm down, Jasmine. Count to 10, move side. Like, so I'm just like, because I don't feel like yelling at this point. I don't feel like, whatever. I just want to cook dinner so I can cook, I can eat, and I can get myself ready for bed because I'm tired. Mm-hmm. So then, I'm cleaning as I'm cleaning. So what pushed me over the edge, the air fryer, had been sitting on the counter for a few days or whatever. I ain't whatever. And usually, like, if the house is like junky or whatever, I'll tell them, okay, y'all need to do your chores or whatever. But if they don't do it, I'll just let it be what it is, because I'm waiting for you to, do what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Literally, y'all live here too, not just me and the twins. Like, y'all live here too. I don't understand. So, I opened the air fryer. So somebody, they ended up, I think, frying some chicken, put some chicken in there. And then it's the chicken skins in there. Chicken skins in there still. And so I'm just like, no. So I take it out and I just throw it in the sink. So by this time, I'm like boiling over. So now I'm yelling, like y'all screaming. Like, this is the first time I have like I yell, but like screaming at the top of my lungs, like, as I was just fed up. So I'm like, y'all come here. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand. How can y'all, when y'all get home, y'all need to do y'all chores. Why do I have to come home from an 8-hour day of working? Come home, I got to walk over trash. I got to clean this stuff up. We all live here. If that's the case, y'all can move out and me and the twins can be here. Period. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm not the only one that lives here. And I shouldn't be the only one cleaning up. I am not y'all maid. Like, y'all have chores for a reason. First, they had every week they would switch. Then they couldn't figure out what week it was, when to switch. So I'm like, okay, so y'all got it every month. So I'm just like, that's all you have to do. I'm not asking you guys to do something out of your something that you can't do. I'm not saying, okay, Malachi, since you 16, you can go get a job and help pay some of these bills. Like, I'm not doing that. All I'm telling you to do is to clean what you need to clean. Like I said, we all live here. We all gotta, me and their dad worked really hard to get this home. And the fact that y'all just let it look like whatever is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. Like, because everybody can take out the trash. You see the trash, you're literally going to the trash at least twice a day. And what are you going to do? You just going to keep pushing it down? You seeing it overflow? No, just pull up the bag. Literally, all you got to do is open the garage and walk out the garage to the trash cans and put them in there. Period. So I'm screaming. I'm going off because I am overly just done. So then I call you. You like, hey, baby girl. And I couldn't get nothing out but a cry. I just broke down. And you was like, oh, well, come over. No, we on our way. And I'm like, okay. And I was just broke down. And y'all came in and you hugged me and I was just crying and shaking. Like, I've never felt like that. I've just never felt like that. That was like such a horrible feeling. I felt like I'm not doing well as a parent, as a mother, as being a single mother. Like, I'm just like, I don't got it. Like, I don't got it. I know that I'm soft. I know I'm not disciplined. I'm like, y'all kids, y'all have everything. I give y'all everything that y'all want. Y'all have all y'all needs and a lot of y'all wants. Like, I'm just like, I'm like, literally, I just don't understand. And then it brings me to, like, well, if your dad was here, this wouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm like, if a male presence was in this home, y'all, this ain't no way. There's no way. And see, that was the difference. TJ, we balanced each other out because he knew I was soft. Like, but he, put his foot down, and this what it is. And that's it, and that's all.
I've seen him up a couple times. Like,
like your mom can't do it, but I'm stepping and I'm do it. So that's okay. So, so you have to come over, you have to, be pawpaw and do pawpaw, make them, get up and get to it. But one of the things, you said, you were like, like, I'm your grandfather, and I try to understand y'all most of the time and whatever, but y'all, you got me over here, and not only do you got your mother crying, you got my daughter crying. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, I just felt so little. I just felt like, they just did not care. Like, whatever. Like, okay, she's screaming, she crying. Okay, whatever. It don't matter. And so, we've had a conversation since then, and I'm like, so many things that I need to change, because I never want to feel like that ever again. Like, ever again. And I shouldn't have to feel like that. Right. Like, my house should be a place of peace where I come home to. It should be peace. I shouldn't have to, deal with what I deal with out in the world and work and all that stuff, and then come home, and then I gotta deal with my children, but like, it should be a place of peace for all of us, not just me, for all of us. And I just felt like, in that moment, I just felt like it was just like everything. And I'm just like, I felt like so little, like, but I do so much for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I don't know why I feel like that part of me, the disciplinary, is not there. I don't know if it's like, I don't care whether my kids like me or not. That's not the issue. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Because when you get older, you're going to come back like, yeah, Ma, you was right. Walk the band, blase. But, I mean, I just don't know. I feel like I just want my kids to get it. And I feel like sometimes they just don't get it.
Yeah, they're not going to get it. You have to give it to them.
Right.
So, when Lady and I got there, I said, well, go. What are your chores? Mm-hmm. Go do it. And what did they do? They went and they did it. So that is a lesson to say, children do respond to discipline and they respond to structure. Mm-hmm. And in the raising of children, you're preparing them not just for the moment, but you're preparing them for future. You're preparing them for future. I didn't understand when I was growing up. I think we talked about this on another podcast. Like, my mother had me separating clothes. Right. She had me cooking in the kitchen. And I had 3 sisters. And she and Granny got into it. You don't make him do all that. Them girls around there, he can take out the garbage, but all that washing and all that. And my mother's response was, well, who's to say that he's going to get married? If he does, who's to say she can cook, right, or she can clean, or she can wash? He needs to know how to take care of himself. Mm-hmm. And so, raising children, that's part of what it's about. It's about preparing children for the future, for life away from you. Yeah. So when they leave the nest, you want to know that they are prepared. Yeah. One of the I don't want to use the word pride, but I don't know what another word right now. One of my prides as a parent is that I know that all of my adult children can stand on their own 2 feet. Mm-hmm. Because of the rules, because of the training, because of the expectation, because of the discipline, you can stand on your own 2 feet. That I don't have to hold your hand. I want to see you fly. Yeah. That's why I personally was never in agreement with, you can stay home as long as you want, and you can stay home, and you 35 and you at home, you 40, you living at home. Oh, hell to the no. Mm-hmm. You're going to prepare yourself to go try. So my personal rule was 18 and out. Well, some people say, well, 18-year-old don't know nothing. Yeah, they do. They know plenty. At least they act like they do. They tell you they do. Mm. But you can't be grown in here where a grown-up is. You know what I mean? So go to college, go to the service, go work. I will help, finance what you're doing, but you have to go at least try. You need to know what a light bill is. You know what a gas bill is. You need to know it requires discipline. You can't stay out till 1 and 2 and 3 in the morning, mm-hmm, and you got to be at work at 8 o'clock. Like that, you can't do that. So, setting expectation for the grandbabies, and letting them know this is what is expected of you, and if you don't, here are the consequences. Mm-hmm. Discover what it is they love the most, mm-hmm, and that is the thing that's going to come up missing for you if you do not follow the rules of the house. My house, my rules. Right. You don't get no say. You don't get no. I mean, when we have a family meeting, of course, I'm not saying stifle anybody's creativity or stifle how they feel or stifle, be open as a parent, listen as a parent, of course. But as a parent, I am just that. I'm here to parent you. I love you. And even in the Word of God, let's put some church in it. Even in the Word of God, the Word tells us that those whom He loves, yeah, He corrects. Yep. He disciplines. The Lord has disciplined me because He loved me. Mm-hmm. My parent disciplined me because they love me. And I know you love your children. Included in your love for them has to be correction. Mm-hmm. In whatever form you're comfortable with, there has to be correction because you love them. You have to be corrected. You can discipline. If the 14-year-old comes and say, "Mom, I'm taking the car and I'm going to pick up my friend," what you gonna do? No. Okay. So you do have the ability to discipline. Because you know why? He's going to hurt himself. He can't drive. He can't handle a vehicle at his age. Right. He has no training.
Right.
So you do know how to say no. You just don't say no.
True. Okay, there's a difference. Right.
So but you can do it because you love them. There's no way you would let Magi at 14 have the car keys and go to you, and absolutely no uncertain terms. You be like, boy, no, you lost your mind. And whatever you have to do to discipline him to keep that from happening, you would do it because you know he's going to hurt himself if I allow this to happen.
Yeah.
So it's the same way with chores. It's the same principle. These are the expectations. I'm not giving you anything that you cannot handle. Mm-hmm. You're learning this now. I know you don't understand, but when you leave, when Malachi, for instance, in 2 years, when he leaves to go to college, does he know how to wash his clothes?
Yeah.
Can he cook some noodles and oodles?
Yeah.
Will he be able to handle his money? Will he be able to take care of himself? You have to teach them those things. Mm-hmm. So you can discipline, you just don't.
Right.
But you can.
Right.
But you have not. So one of the things that I'm proud of you that you've done is you met with them and set expectations.
Yes.
You set expectations. Like Granny used to say, all things work together for good to them that love God and call according to his purpose. So the Tuesday meltdown, that was good. Because that means that it was time for something to change.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you changed it.
Yeah.
Now you have to give it time to see how the expectations and how the changes are going to take effect. Mm-hmm. Like, because parenting is a marathon. It's a marathon. Remember that with love comes correction. With love comes discipline. God is good. Would y'all agree with that?
Yes.
God is good. And God is good all the time. Yeah. Even when he is disciplining. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Yes.
Dion said, it's true sometimes that it will hurt us more than it hurts them when we have to discipline. But in the long run, it will hurt them more. Right. It hurts them more if they leave the house undisciplined.
And maybe that's it. Maybe that has something to do with it too.
What?
She said having to discipline them hurts us.
Yeah. It does hurt.
Hurts us to have to discipline our children.
Yeah, it does hurt. I don't. It's nothing that I enjoy doing, mm-hmm. but it's what's necessary. Like there are times when we have to do what is necessary.
For sure.
Because if you leave certain spirits unchecked, that thing will grow.
Oh, yes, it will.
So there are some spirits you have to check it, and you have fun with them, but you also have to discipline them. Things have changed.
Yeah, I agree.
Times have changed, but there are some principles that are timeless.
Yeah, for sure. You're right.
And raising obedient children, smart children that will grow into be productive adults is something that we have to work at and that we are responsible for. Yeah. And the good Lord trusts those kids to you. He entrusted those children to you and TJ.
Yeah.
And he expects you to do what's necessary.
Amen. Yeah, I agree. Let me just put this out here so y'all don't think. Now, don't think that like my kids just run around just doing whatever and just out, kids. And I just don't discipline and I just don't like nothing. I'm just running amok. I'm not. I'm not. I just struggle in this one area. But for the most part, my children are great kids.
Oh, they're great kids. Like they are on honor roll. They're learning instruments. They're in sports. And for the most part, we've not had major issues with them.
Right.
You know, they're kids and they do what kids do.
Yeah. True.
They get into kid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, parenting nowadays, it's, well, in any day, it's a job. I'm glad that I don't have to raise
any. As you should be. Hey, Angel. Hey, sis.
I've done my time.
Baby. Ooh. Lord, I'm waiting for mine to be over.
I read that a good puppy is a disciplined puppy. So the same is true. Yes. That's right.
Let me start out my sister Angel. It's her anniversary, 1 year anniversary.
Well, happy anniversary.
Woo, congratulations to you
Angel.
and Ariane. Love y'all.
I was looking at her pictures, you know, the past year since she's been married. And marriage really agrees with her. Like, she really, like, she really just grew up. Like, just really, like, grew up. It really agrees with her. I've not met the gentleman, but he seems to be good for her.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and that's good. So happy anniversary, Angel.
Yay.
To you. And I think his name is Ariane.
Mm-hmm.
Happy anniversary to you. Marriage ain't easy, but it's worth it. That is right. Marriage is not easy.
Ooh, baby.
Marriage is not easy.
That's a whole different topic for a whole different day.
Well, we're here now.
But it's true. It's definitely true. But back onto the kids. So, yes, I did have a conversation with them. You know, we had spoken. I told you that I was going to sit them down and talk to them. And then Auntie BJ, I think you had said something about family meetings and stuff like that. And I started off doing that, but I get lax, you know, because so much stuff, and I need to get back to. But you know, I think that's one of the reasons where the you know, what we don't like when you yell so much, Mom, because we, you know, have a conversation, you know, a group meeting just about things and about, you know, and you may not agree with this, but whatever. This is me. Not whatever, but you know what I'm saying. I love you.
I was getting ready to come from you.
But you know, I like to check in time to time and ask them, like, do you feel like I'm doing a good job? What, you know, like as a mother, like.
But that's different from parenting. Like, that's different from the parenting role that you have to do. Family meetings are going to be good. You want to know what your children are thinking, how they're feeling. So I embrace that. I mean, I think that is wonderful. But then there are times when what Mom said is what's gonna go.
Right.
Like, you don't have an opinion or vote.
Right.
This is not a freaking democracy. This is a dictatorship at certain times.
Right. I agree. So we had the meeting, and you know, we all sat down, and I said, you know, we're gonna start off on a clean slate. So what you did last week, yesterday, doesn't matter. Everybody's starting off on a clean slate. And these are the rules and these are the expectations, which the rules have been set in place, but now I am enforcing them because you guys are not going to make me feel the way I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to make me feel the way I felt by not enforcing the rules.
Yeah.
And so this is what it is, whether you agree with what I'm saying or not. I am, like you said, I am the parent, I am the mother. This is my home. As long as you're under my roof, this is what goes.
That's right.
And if it's not done, then there are consequences, and here are the consequences. And I gave them some consequences, and when I think of more, I told you I would come back and we would talk about it, and I'll put them in place.
If you need something, I got plenty. I got a whole bag for the consequences I ain't even use.
They probably stored them for your grandkids.
I got them. I got some.
So they understood. They have been doing really well. I'm proud of them. They have been they've been doing their chores, and because I told them I shouldn't have to tell y'all live here. Period. And you shouldn't want to live. Y'all don't get my words twisted. We don't live in like junk and like a hoarder situation. You know, we just, you know, when your dishes dirty, you know, all that stuff. You know, people like to take stuff. I'm just saying.
They're going through the same thing.
People like to take stuff out of context. Like, oh, Jasmine, how she said this? No. But they've been doing really good. So, you know, I'm very proud of them. Yeah.
Me too. I'm proud of them.
Yeah. I you know, and that part that you're doing it, that, you know, that if I have to call you again, you're going to come over and take doors off the hinges, take electronics, and take beds. Yeah. They was like, what? They kind of look like, what? I'm like, yeah, my dad used to take the door off the hinges. I never got mine taken off.
I will take the door off the hinges.
He
I will
used to
unplug all them electronics. I will take the bed. You will sleep on the floor.
They was like, what? They was like,
yes.
He really do that? Yeah, he will.
Because if you can't, with privilege requires responsibility.
Yes.
Privilege without responsibility is a recipe for disaster. You want privilege, but you don't want to be responsible for your chores or for your I'll come over there and take the door off your room, bro. Act up. You don't get no privacy. This is my room. I privacy. You get privacy when you get your own key. Amen. To your address. Amen. Otherwise, there ain't no privacy in here. I go through everything. The drawers, the book bags, all that for the kids. No. I look under your bed. I look between your mattress. I do all of that. Because kids are sneaky. And they think that they have invented new ways to sneak.
Right.
When you look under the dictionary, under sneaky, my generation is the ones that invented the stuff.
Oh, child.
Come on, where are you baby boomers at? These children think they invented sneaking. Boo, you ain't invented no sneaking. You ain't invented no sneaking. Kitty them, Sadagas them, all them. They know they.
Oh
no.
My God.
Shirley Morgan, she know. Mary T. Look at the dictionary. She don't you see all them faces in there when it comes to sneaking. Then when we get grown and your parents is old and feeble, do y'all want to come out? Remember that time, Dad, when you thought such and such?
Listen. That's when we feel safe.
Oh my God,
we feel safe.
Yeah. Yes, Shirley Morgan. Cause yeah.
Shirley, I missed you today. I didn't get to see your beautiful face.
Wait, Mary Tremel talking about she was a great kid. You know what?
Come on.
No, Mary T. I ain't buying that. No, not a $5 bill, not a $10 bill, not a $20 bill. I ain't buying that at all. I was a great kid. No, man. I ain't saying you was bad, Mary T. I'm just saying, no.
Oh, my God.
Who won't hear that new Mary T when she went to grammar school and middle school, high school? Let me find out. I'm finna find out some information. I'm gonna find out. Talk about they call her a square. The quiet ones was the sneaky ones. The squares, the quiet ones, they're looking all innocent like that. Them the jokers you had to watch for. Little sneaky self. No, man. Them loud ones be talking this and that. Yeah, they wasn't doing that. Them sneaky ones that wasn't shy and all that. They all shy and reserved and ain't
Karen said she really was pretty good.
Who? Karen said Mary Tremel was pretty good.
I guess so. Yeah, she said she was really pretty good.
I'm a prophet. I know what I see. No.
Oh my goodness.
Mm, no. So anyway, parenting is, it is a necessary, and you got to keep in mind, um, when you love, you also have to discipline. Correction, because the Lord loves us. Whom the Lord loves, He corrects.
Yeah, corrects. You're right. He does
Whom the Lord loves,
He loves me. He corrects me.
Yeah. And a married nieces on here. She got some nieces that's older than her. Because I'm gonna find out. Talking about I was a great kid. She probably was. But...
right, you out here trying to.
Every kid did they dirt. Every one of them.
I mean, yeah,
you did yours too.
Dad, listen. Why are you always?
Karen did hers. Shorty Morgan did hers. Shay did hers. Y'all know y'all did.
Y'all did y'all dirt.
Oh, your nieces are not older. I thought you had some nieces older than you. Okay. Then they don't know. They're not gonna make good witnesses, Mary T. Yeah. So, how you doing in your singleness?
I'm doing okay. I'm learning. I think it's a learning process every day for me, because I'm not about the single life. Like I don't get it. Yeah. I think I've been a wife for so long. Well, long to me. It might not be long to everybody else, but 12 years. And so I'm learning. I'm like, how do you do it? I don't get it. So I'm constantly learning. I'm, reading books or, watching TikToks or YouTube just about just like self-care and how to be single, if that's a thing that you can look up. And it's different.
Yeah. Being single, or the time that you're single and not in a relationship with anyone, it's a great time to get to know yourself.
For sure.
And get to date yourself.
Yeah.
And listen to yourself and figure out your negotiables, and figure out your absolutes.
Agreed.
And, and date yourself. Like, some people in their singleness never discover whether or not they really like themselves or
not. Yeah.
When you like you, when you like yourself, you are less likely to be molded into somebody's image of you.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree. Yeah.
You would bring into a relationship, more of a more whole person, a more, a person that is together.
Yeah, for sure. Angel said, my season of singleness was a blessing. I learned so much about myself, and I was able to accomplish so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And Angel's my best friend, so I talk to her like a lot. So she's helping me through this season because she, like she said, she had a season of singleness, and so she knows. You know what I mean? And so I lean on her a lot, and I'm sure she probably like, sis. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, it's not like I'm not like thirsty out here for a relationship or anything. It's just, it's a new life for me, So, yeah. And I mean, learning myself, I am learning myself. I am, I like myself. I crack myself up, I have a good time with myself. And just learning, learning my identity.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was able to focus on her son, her relationship with Christ, cultivate friendships, and find my identity.
Yeah,
those are all great. Excellent points.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes time to develop Your relationship requires takes time. Cultivating friendships, that also takes a minute.
Yeah.
And finding yourself, it takes a minute. Because when you lose a spouse or you're divorced, it can your identity can take a hit.
For sure. Oh yes.
You know what I mean? Your identity takes a hit. Your self-worth takes a hit. You know, when you, and divorce is worse, in my opinion, than the death of a spouse. I've experienced both of them. The death of a spouse, you know, it can't be helped, but you still feel that loss. It's, you know, it's a tremendous sense of loss, and you have to regroup. You have to find out who you are now without this person.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
You know, like, who am I now? I know who I was with you.
Yeah.
But now, who am I
by
now
myself?
when I'm with me?
Yes. Yep.
When
Very
you're divorced, you go through those cycles. You know, why did they leave? What's wrong with me? You know, on and on and on and on and on. You know, and so you have to give yourself time to heal. You have to give yourself time to know yourself. You have to give yourself time to talk to yourself and find out, you know, who you are in Christ, who you are to you. I know what I was supposed to mean to you, to the other person. Find out that, hey, I didn't mean diddly squat to them, because it was so easy for them to leave. So now you have to find out, like, who you are, and find out, you know, work on your negotiables and work on your absolutes. And as you begin to cultivate who you are and date yourself and teach yourself and put yourself in learning situations, you will probably run into another single person who is also working on themselves, and you can cultivate friendships, and you can cultivate friendships. You can cultivate people that are learning the same thing and heading in the same direction that you are. One of the frightening things I think about being single is, you know, trying to find somebody that you're headed in the same direction, that you're, you know what I mean, that you're willing to accept each other for where you are. And see, being single at your age and my single days before I met Dion, I mean, it was, yeah. Divorce is the cycles of why, and divorce is so real. Yeah, the cycles you go through in divorce is the same is the same cycle you go through with the death of a spouse. You know, you negotiate, you're angry, you're in denial. You have to be careful that you don't become bitter, you know, as well. Have to be content with where he has you at that moment. Wait patiently. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like it can be a fun time if you like make it so. You know, it can be a fun time if you make it so. I'm wrestling with myself with this idea. Why do you keep allowing yourself to go through the same things and expecting different results? Like, that's crazy, and not it's from another realm of my life. You know, it's from another realm, but I think it fits in every season of our lives. If you keep doing the same thing, you keep doing the same results, keep getting the same results, but you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and they say that is the definition of insanity.
So true.
Yeah. So trying to bounce back from divorce, Karen is chiming in. Trying to regroup can be difficult if you don't have someone to release. Yeah. So let me just ask, just for the sake of attendance, like, how many of you have been divorced? How many of you have gone through that? Let me see, Lady D is texting me. Just reporting the time, 7:55. Okay, 9:7:56. Thank you, our timekeepers, letting us know what's going on. Hey, Kim Lambert. Kim is going through it. Karen's going through it. Shirley says never married. Shadargis raised his hand. Mary Chamel raised her hand. So at some point, we're going to talk about, like, how do you rebound once you've been divorced? Like, what do you do? Where do you go? What happens?
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim. Lady D raised her hand. She's been divorced. I've been divorced.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a good topic.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a generation podcast, and we're gonna talk about, like, divorce, how to heal, what to do, because divorce is hard, no matter how amicable you try to end things.
Mm-hmm.
Divorce is hard. It is not godly. So I don't know where we get, like, God told me to divorce you. I don't know where we get that from. Like God is for divorce. He is not. Why would God tell you to do something that he hates? I just never understood that. So we're gonna talk about divorce, and we'll talk about being widowed, or being a widower, or being a widow.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that in the future, and some other stuff. Healing is essential. Looking inward and not pointing the finger. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. Because you can only take responsibility for you in the parting of friendships or marriages or relationships or siblingships or whatever the ship is. You can only take responsibility for you. Taking the responsibility for someone else's decision to lead a relationship is not your responsibility. And it takes a long time for many of us to get that.
Mm.
Feeling responsible for the actions or the inactions of your spouse or friend. Because I've not, I've had some friendships to end. Some friendships I ended. Mm-hmm. Some friendships just ended. And even the end of friendships can be tough. It can be hard. Like, why don't they want to be my friend anymore? Right. Well, I don't care how old you are. Like, why is this person walking away from me as their friend? Or people that I thought I was friends with, turned out we only had a business relationship. As long as we could do for each other, or I was doing for them, or whatever the situation is, then it was good. Mm. There are some people you'll meet that they are very good at cutting off. Like, they just cut you off like you never existed. And my granny say, I used to didn't know.
I used to didn't know.
I'm like, yeah,
come
she's
on.
one of those that can, she, I'm like, yeah, okay. So, no, divorce is not from God. It will be until death do us part for me and my husband. Okay.
Period. Who? Oh.
Yeah. So we got to get into some. We have to really get into some stuff. There's some stuff I really want to talk about as far as divorce is concerned, because it does require a level of hard hardening to divorce your spouse. Right now, I'm not talking about those of you that have reason, whatever that reason is, right? A biblical reason. But I'm talking about you just tired of who you with and you just gonna leave. It takes a certain hardness to end your marriage and walk away. You have to harden your heart to walk away from your spouse.
Mm.
That is, yeah. So we're going to talk about that in the weeks to come. We're at 8:01. Yes, I'm in the office this week, my love. Siddhartha said, I want in on that conversation. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Pooh. She gave me a yes, auntie. Really?
That's going to be a good conversation because I don't think, you know, a lot of people talk about that. Divorce, how to, you know, come back from a divorce, and different stages, you know, that you go through. Because I feel like nowadays in this time, I feel like divorce is so. I think it's been you know, the more upside for a while now, but I feel like now it's, you know, I mean, it's celebrated. You know, you're getting a divorce, and people. I feel like people don't really deal with themselves after, for whatever reason you decide, you know, to go your separate ways. I don't feel like you said people really don't deal with themselves, but then they jump into another marriage or what have you, but they haven't dealt with what they need to deal with inside of themselves, you know, because the blame is put on the other person. Like, you know, like you said, it's a two person relationship, and so as much as that has something to do with it, you have something to do with it too. You know, it's not all on one person. And so, and then on the flip side of that, I feel like, you know, people are there are a lot of marriages happening, but people aren't preparing themselves for marriage.
No, right.
Per se. They're preparing themselves for the wedding day. They're preparing themselves to put on a beautiful gown, to get the makeup done, to have their bridesmaids and all the people love on them, celebrate them, when that's just a day. You know, that's just a day to smile, take pictures, whatever. Your marriage begins after all that's done, after the lights go off. That's when marriage begins. And I don't think people have the I don't even know the word. What's the word, Dad? What's the word for I'm looking for? But they don't have the this ain't no word. But they don't have to stick with it to, you know what I mean? Because that's the first sign of difficulty. They like, okay, I ain't signed up for this. I'm out. But when you said your vows, you know, these are the things that you said that you were going to enduring to marry. And these are the things that you said, you know, that you're going to do. Now, when you say those, but I won't speak for everybody else. I'll speak for myself. When I said my vows, did I? It's really just like you right. That's no. Right. Did I really know what I was saying? No, because I didn't expect to go through like a season, you know, where, you know, there was just a bunch of lack and cars being repossessed and this, that, and the third, and, you know, all these things. Like, I didn't expect to go through all of these different seasons, you know, and then like what, you know, because you like, oh, I'm out. This is too much. But then you get with the next person, something else is gonna happen. Then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gone too. Like, you know, but if you don't stick with it, you'll never be able to see, you know, what the outcome will be. I was listening to our former First Lady, Michelle Obama, and she was saying, I forgot her how long they have been married, but she was saying, I think like for 10 years it wasn't good. But she said had she left and not stuck it out, she wouldn't basically be reaping the benefits and see, you know, what that next season would have brought had she left within, you know, those bad 10 years. So she was saying that she would take the bad 10 years any day over, you know what I mean? And so yeah.
Because relationships, friendships, siblingships, relationships go through seasons.
Yeah.
They go through changes. It's how you grow.
Right. But you have to have two people that are willing.
Yes.
Because if you're willing and your spouse is not, to me, I just don't feel like it's gonna work unless the Lord. I mean, the Lord can do anything. He has to do a mighty change. But if you have a spouse that's just not willing and they're just like, whatever, it's fine. It's just blah blah blah. I think that's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
To.
It's hard to be in a relationship with someone that is indifferent about the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is very hard. That is difficult to be in any kind of relationship with a person that is indifferent to the relationship. They don't care how you feel. They don't care how it ends up. That you can go or stay. They don't care. Then why are you in it? Why did you get in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did you ask me? Why did you promise? You stood up before God and this company and made these promises and made these vows, and now that it doesn't look like what you thought it would,
mm-hmm.
because we're going through this right now, don't mean that we're always going to be going through this, but we're going through this right now, so you want to jump ship and then do what? Because the next season may not look like this season.
Right.
Every people that have, I don't know if I'll ever get there. I'm 64. I don't think I'll get to have a 50th wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be going to glory by then. However, I do understand this much. You don't get to be married 20 years, 30 years, 15 years, 12 years, 10 years without having to forgive your spouse.
Yeah.
And be forgiven. You won't last a month if you don't forgive and ask for forgiveness. It just won't work. It's like you will have to forgive. I'm willing to, if I have to struggle, this is the person that I'm going to struggle with. Because if a person will leave you in the struggle, they don't deserve you in times of success. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's my little speech. And I'm tired.
It's been a long
Marriage becomes a oneness, and when that concept is understood by both of you, the dark stuff will come right. Absolutely. So we're going to end for the night. And I think half our folks said, you know what? Okay, we're good. I don't want this no more. But once I start talking, I can really talk. I can really talk about some stuff because I have such vast experience.
Yes, you do.
So we're going to check out for now. Thank y'all for joining Generation. We'll be back next Sunday at 7 o'clock. And we're going to get to it. So join us. Go to YouTube, subscribe, Center Group Productions.
Yes.
If you go there and subscribe to the channel at Center Group Productions, we appreciate it so much. And we're going to get into some deeper issues. And we're going to, be transparent, and we're going to talk. And I'm really loving this, having a podcast with you. This is pretty cool. I'm really digging this.
Me too, Dan.
Yeah, we're going to talk about marriage. We're going to talk about credit. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about... Yeah. A bunch of stuff. So anyway, thank y'all for joining us. Generation. I'm Johnny. That's Jasmine. And we appreciate y'all. Hey, Shannon Tate. You're welcome, Karen. Thank you, Lady D. Thank you. People are stuck in a relationship being 50-50, and that's not the truth. It could be 30-70, 80-20, 90-10. Right.
Yep, all day.
Right. One week I might be carrying it 99.99.
Yep.
And next week I'm at 0. I'm like, I don't feel like doing nothing. All right. So y'all take care of yourself out there, man. Love one another and be at peace.
Be kind to someone.
And be kind to somebody. Be kind to yourself.
Yes. Give yourself grace this week.
Give yourself grace. That's good, Jazz. Give yourself grace. That's
I got
good.
it a little bit,
If I come up missing this week, it's because I drove to New Orleans. You know, my wife, she's gonna be gone till Friday. You know, I don't know how she's gonna do it. Like, I think she had very good intentions. She had very good intentions on going there. You know, go keep the grandbabies and all that. But I know deep down in her heart, she really want to come home. Like, she like saying, "No, I'm here for the grandbabies. You know, I love the grandbabies, but I'm ready to go." We don't do good being apart from each other like that long.
No, y'all don't.
It's like it's a trip. Like, we really don't.
I don't understand it, because me,
you know, like she be talking all big. Like, you go have the house to yourself. You need some time for yourself, John. You know, and just go hang out, go do stuff. And I'm gonna be down there with the grandbabies. And then, Mary. I was good for Saturday. Like, she left Saturday, I was good. Sunday, I'm good today. Like, tomorrow, Monday, when I roll over, she better be on back side of that bed. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing right. I ain't really doing good though.
Help, Lord, help.
I know, right?
Help.
I know.
Help, Lord. You act like little kids.
So? When it comes to that little lady, I don't know, man. I don't know. And we been like that since we've been together. We just been like that. We just not good.
She said 3 days is the max.
Right. And then it'd be like, I'm going home. She be trying to get me to go places. Why don't you go hang out with Carl Perry? Why don't you go? And I'll be like, I'm going to go, but it's going to be like 2 days or something like that. Then I'll be ready to come home. I'm like, I got everything I need, like, right here. I don't need to be out nowhere. I don't need to be doing that. I can be quiet if I want to be quiet. I can talk if I want to talk. We have fun. We play board games sometimes. We watch TV. We talk about TV. You know what I mean? And no. Like, I'm
just to have her here, I get it.
Yeah.
That's sweet though. Oh, so sweet.
She down there trying to act like she doing good. She ain't doing good. She know she ain't. So I don't know how she gonna make it till Friday. So we gonna see how this gonna work.
I don't know either now. That's for sure. I agree.
We have cut trip short and got on back to the house, or he will say, head to the airport and come where he is. Right. Or I'll get in that truck.
You're gonna put some miles on it.
I mean, now that I'm working, I gotta,
you can't just,
and I gotta watch my time, my PTO and all that stuff.
Because you've been to call me.
If I didn't have that in the morning, I'd be in that blue truck headed to New Orleans.
Oh, Lord.
And she wake up, I'll be dinging the doorbell. Like, she's like, I felt you. I knew you was coming.
Oh my goodness.
But when you with somebody that you want to be with, well, say it. That is right.
Whoa, child. Hey. Well, one day I'll experience that again. Praise the Lord. Not no time soon. Thank you. Hallelujah. That's so cute, though.
And have done it. Shoot, boy, look.
Man. Well, I know it.
And if you get bad enough, I don't care nothing about no PTO or no bill.
Yeah, it's PTO, right? Prepare the others.
I mean, whatever they want to do. I'm going where my baby is. Hey.
Ooh, child.
I know. It's pitiful.
All right. Well, we're going to pray.
Ain't no sense you praying.
Don't bother God with that. Don't bother
you. You ain't even got to bother Lord with that.
Okay, Lord, we won't bother you with that. You already know. Help me.
Gotta pray about that. No.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Some married people, they be glad, like, yeah, go down there and see your mama. That's what?
Stay.
And come back if you want to. And if you don't, you ain't got to. No, I ain't like that. I ain't gonna
prepare the others, okay? For real.
Right. PTO. Griffin said, PTO, prepare the others.
Prepare the others.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We enjoy each other's company. Like, you know.
That's good. That's good because I mean it's a lot of married people that don't.
Right.
And they stay busy and they stay gone so they won't have to, just I know we're supposed to be leaving y'all, but just for instance, the pandemic, everybody had to be together.
Right.
So that didn't allow you to be busy anymore and to be gone. So you had to be in the household with each other. And I don't know what the ratings are. I didn't look at it, I ain't gonna say, but I think a lot of relationships weren't good, right? Because
I'm tired of looking at you.
Thank you. Right. I'm not used to dealing with you this much. I see you on the fly or whatever, and that's that. But we didn't have to, learn each other again. We not so busy, so now we faced with each other, and that was a whole nother, thing.
Yeah. So you want to marry somebody you want to marry somebody that you love
and like. Because when you don't love them, you gotta like them.
You could right. If you don't like them, you can learn to love them.
Yeah.
But you can't learn to like them. You either like them or you don't. That ain't Bible. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
I can learn to love you. Love gets hot and cools and hot and cools and hot and cools. Like you could will to love. You could decide to love. But liking, no. So anyway, all right. We're just gonna pull the Band-Aid off and say goodnight. Because if we don't, we're gonna keep talking. All right.
So, Mary, I can't give him none of my PTO. I need all mine. I love him though, but
she can sell me some though.
I need mine.
She can like transfer some to my account.
I'd be like, ooh, I need to take it. I don't even know if I got no PTO. I think I got a couple hours. As soon as it hit, let me take the time. No,
I had more hours, but I used them when I had that doggone COVID. I hate COVID, man. That thing was yuck.
Yuckamuck.
Yeah. Yuckamuck. All right, y'all.
We're gonna go. We
y'all
tired.
Have a good night, man. We tired. We get delirious now. And but we're gonna be
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we need y'all to help us to get like to 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Latrice, you ain't tired. What you?
Love you too, Latrice.
Latrice, it is just 8:19. It is nowhere near your bedtime.
She said she gotta get up for work in the mountain. Thank God I ain't gotta get up for work, but.
All right, good night, y'all. Thank you, Lady D. Y'all give a shout out to Lady D before y'all go. Love you back, Latrice. It was good seeing you today. She
I'm
said,
sorry.
baby, it's time. Hey, Heather, how you doing? I know, right? I know. Pray for us, Heather, because we got that humor gene in our family. It's whatever. Miss Hayes, appreciate you. Thank you again, Dion. We appreciate you much. Them numbers,
yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna say them numbers didn't jump back up right fast.
So anyway, let's talk about something else. Whew. Yeah, because when I hit that bed,
I know, right? Good night, y'all.
We love y'all.
See you next time. I'm gonna play some more of this song till Lady D. I know y'all gonna like this.